I am Mary Grace I. Calves, a fourth-year criminology student at LSPU Lopez Satellite Campus. Our expectations before we deployed to the PNP LOPEZ MPS were that we would be included in patrolling, checkpoints, and the plan on dust. Because when we deployed, that was in the month of November. We expect also that there's a lot of paperwork we are going to do. However, as those expectations turned into reality, we were included in patrolling, checkpoints, plan on dust, and doing some paperwork. And there's an activity that police personnel do that we didn't expect, and it gives us a realization, experience, and the important one is knowledge.
I am Jonaval R. Harjo. I was assigned to the admin or PCR office together with Admin B. Makabangon. The problem we encountered when we are encoding was that once the data was typed incorrectly, the subsequent tables and data will be affected, and we needed to start typing from the first data. In the administration's office are always there for us to teach and guide us. If we make a mistake, they didn't scold us, they will explain it again so we can understand and become familiar with it. So we learned that we needed to be careful and double focus on what we are doing.
The problem encountered in WCPD, which stands for Women and Children Protection Desk. When we're arranging and identifying missing documents, in some cases we make mistake because that was our first task, and we can't identify the other documents because we're not familiar. But with the help of the chief at WCPD, we learn and help a lot to complete our task.
I am Jessa M. Escobar, and I was assigned to the investigation office. Reading a police blotter was new for me. While reading, the problems I encountered were the different types of handwriting and that it was hard for me to identify the names of suspects, victims, and the crimes they committed. At the same time, my eyes and head both hurt because there are so many letters that I can't understand. However, with the help and guidance of police personnel, I became familiar with it and I learned a lot.
I am Mark Nelson Andalas Reyes. The problem we encountered on our previous OJT is that when the weather is bad because of the rain, sometimes we can't easily go to the other place when we are patrolling. And sometimes we encountered some people who would get angry if we told them that they were not following rules and protocols. For example, by not wearing a helmet. Although there is a problem with that, we remain calm as always.
I'm Jmar M. Carino, and I'll be sharing the problems that I observed and encountered during our on-the-job training when I was assigned to the police outpost. During our off-plan on dust, we get to encounter both responsible locals and drivers. Some drivers cause the road congestions, which is why I help regulate the traffic and directly the drivers to which part of the parking lot they could park their cars and are uploading their passengers. On the other hand, there are also some irresponsible pedestrians who follow the protocols and just cross the road anytime they want. In response, I assisted the locals, especially the pregnant women, senior citizens, and children in crossing the road, and I help regulate the traffic to avoid future congestion.
Ang Lawrence P. Maali, we learned a lot in our previous OJT. We learned to be polite when talking to the people we talk to when we are with the Oplan Sita and checkpoint. Next, always follow the order given by the police officer who monitored us. And then, our duty in the community is not that easy. But it is a great help for us to experience traffic control on the road while there are vehicles and people who need to cross. We also learned that no matter where we go, there is a regulation that must be followed because it is also for ourselves and it can be used in our daily lives. Above all, we must not lose respect and discipline for ourselves.
I am CJ Angelo O. Carino, as criminology student. We are grateful because we're given the opportunity to deploy in the field after the pandemic. We learn how to identify cases and crimes committed by an offender when reading a police blotter. We experience the tasks that each police officer does in the office and those who are on duty in the community. We realize that there was a difference between what we learned in the book in what we learn in reality. This OJT will nurture our skills and knowledge about the duties and responsibilities of being a future criminologist.
We would like to thank our family, friends, and loved ones who have supported us since day one. Especially to our OJT instructor, Mr. Jerry Olivares, and to our Deputy Campus Director, Ma'am Florencia L. Capellan, as well as all the instructors and students of the LSPU Lopez Satellite Campus and Lopez MPS personnel for accepting and guiding us for our internship. Thank you, Mom and Sir, for the wonderful opportunity you gave us. We learned a lot that we will never forget. Thank you and God bless everyone.